All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to say all honor and praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Hadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching the truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, this is Tyler Goff coming back once again. All right, with a quick impromptu from the UTC, which stands for Until the Chariots 144K camp. All right, out here in Boston, and you know, uh, seeing this right here, look, the prophecies are popping off, man, and this thing is moving right along. All right, and I say that because, you know, unbeknownst to the people, all right, the dead people, I would say that, in the world, all right, and 2/3 of our people, the Israelites here in Babylon the Great, they don't see it, all right, they can't see it, they won't see it, and it's going to get them like a thief in the night, right? And as you can see, what the headline to the Huff Post is: Trump fires off stock warning to Xi, Putin, and Kim Jong-un as you conspire against us, right? And hey, this is just prophecy popping off the page, man. You know, because when you read what's that we'll get in a minute, Job 18, I believe, right? We're gonna read it in the GNTA, just like Isaiah 14 and 10 on down to close this thing out. But what you see is the final outcome to America, man. And this is all Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, man. All right, Putin, he done swung around everywhere, you know, dropping off money, guns, and deals, okay? Better than Donald Trump, right? And for people that uh in Russia's business and China's business and, you know, North Korea's business, right? Well, you have a mindset as an Edomite because you swallowed down the propaganda that's being pushed over here, all right? Let me find this video real quick.
On anti-Chinese propaganda is because the rest of the world is moving on without the US. And that's because of China, because China manufactures everything. The West tried to turn us into sweatshops, so we became the largest global manufacturers. And now the countries in Africa that the US constantly exploits for their resources no longer have to do business with the US anymore. They have the option to instead do business with China, a country that has never forced them into chattel slavery, a country that is also developing, and a country that has more to offer than the US, because all the US offers to its trade partners is intimidation. And yeah, no country is perfect. None of the Chinese have ever claimed that. For example, being centered around technology makes it harder for the older generations and people who also don't have access to as much technology, which is why the Chinese government made it imperative to...
So, it's lucky for that too. But so as you can see, and she goes into a lot of different points, GDP, everything like that. She's right on the money. So the king of Babylon, the king of Tyre, he's looking at this, man, and he is upset, man. And like she said, man, these places they're gonna do business without America anymore, man. F them. Okay. She's gonna talk about you know, tariffs not coming into tariffs not coming into the people's hands, but instead it's a boomerang effect of making the people pay more. So what's happening is our bank accounts are getting drained over here. in the U.S. All right. Why this dummy thinks that you know, these countries are gonna pay to have their stuff imported here, and no, they're still not. What they're gonna do is just reroute themselves and do business elsewhere. And what's gonna happen is America's putting themselves in the same thing that they put on Cuba, all right, an embargo, but they're doing it to themselves now. All right, the politicians have set up an embargo on the U.S. Through what? Through tariffs, man. Nobody's gonna ship shit over here anymore. All right. So this place essentially is a third world country now. Okay. And that's what she's saying. Matter of fact, it's so funny because she's trying to tell people that it's not a communist place like America's trying to make it seem over there in China. Okay. That is a booming economy. People are growing, wealth is growing. Okay. So, and she's just saying that nobody cares what America's trying to do anymore. All right, because they can see themselves soaring above America. All right. So it's a good little video, man. I'm not gonna play it all, but you know, she made some good points.
Accept cash nationwide. Also with the abundance of goods and delivery systems here. Also with the emphasis on education. It's easy for people to become homebodies. Get out of shape a little. Not to mention the abundance of cheap foods sold everywhere by street vendors. No matter what hour of the day or night, you're able to find street food. Sold by a local onto your uncle or both most of the time. And usually close to $2 or $3. It's easy to get out of shape here. So China made all its public parks free and have free workout equipments in all of them. See, no country is perfect, but China's very responsive to all of the complaints about its growing, advanced, technological society. I've been here for 3 months. I can go out whenever I want, at any time during the day or night, and feel completely safe. I lost my phone for a whole 24 hours and came back. It was right where I left it. Because they don't need to steal. They have everything they need. Why would they steal? See, China is unbothered by the lies that the U.S. tells. They don't even need to tell truths about the U.S. in order to clap back. They're too concerned worrying about their own nation. Something that the U.S. really should do right now.
You see, that's prophecy right there too. You know, this man, how he's gonna act, man. This guy wants to be in everybody's business but his own. Okay. And it's turned out to be one hell of a movie, man. Okay. With all type of truths out here. All right, but it was a good video, man. I saved it, you know what I'm saying? And I'll probably do more videos off of it, but she's making crucial points, man. Now, I showed that to say, you know, Shalaki, to say, you know, each prophecy to hit, and that's Ezekiel 38 happening, right? They're ready to go to war with this place. But Donald Trump, he's very concerned now, all right, to the point of what's going on. So I'm gonna get Job 18 real quick. Salaki for the interruptions, man. It's just a lot of movement around here. These people are fucking nuts. All right. To go with that headline. Give me a second. Job 18. Start at 10. Job 18. Let's start at 10. Let me see. Yeah, around 6. Job 18 and 6, it says, the lamp in their tent will be darkened. The steps were firm, but now they stumble. They fall victim of their own advice. All right, so that's what we're starting to see. Okay, like I said, they put an embargo on themselves, man, with raising these tariffs up super high. Okay, now these countries are not going to do business with this place anymore. Just as you've seen the Asian lady say, the Chinese lady said, and she's right, 100%. They're going to shop somewhere else, and people are going to shop with them. And nobody's going to shop with America or do business with them. Okay, they walk into a net and their feet are caught. Okay, it says on the ground a snare is hidden, a trap has been set in their path. All around them terror is waiting. It follows them at every step. And that's what we're in now. Any which way this man turns at this point in time, it's going to be trouble for him. It's not going to be to his liking. Okay, everything that he's doing is bad news on his part. Everything, and it's not going to ease up. Okay, what's that other scripture? Because like she said, they planned to make China a sweatshop, but it backfired on them. Okay, now how does it go? Let me get the scripture real quick. Job 20 and 22. Let's go back here. GNTA. Let's see what that says. 20. 22. Start at 19. Job 20 and 19. It says, because they oppressed and neglected the poor and seized houses someone else had built, their greed is never satisfied. When they eat, there is nothing left over, but now their prosperity comes to an end. Okay? Talking about Babylon the Great. Okay? Esau, Edom. At the height of their success, all the weight of misery will crush them. All right? It's a miserable existence. Starting to be a miserable existence over here in Babylon the Great. These people, they through. Okay? You get on the internet, it's all type of woe is me content going on. Okay? I have to work 2 jobs. I'm not making it. I can't put food on the table. I can't pay my car note and health insurance. I can't do that. It's on and on and on. All right? And this is their end. Okay? Because their pride has superseded them. Okay? So now it's over. Let's get this in Isaiah 14 and 10. Man, beautiful, beautiful to see. And it's even beautiful, all right, the gift that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua have bestowed onto certain men so they can see this and read it like it's a movie going on, all right? Shit, it's lucky. I deal with the other Bible so much, I'm thinking out of verses. Isaiah 14:10, it said, they all called out to him. These are the other nations. Now you are as weak as we are. You are one of us. You used to be honored with the music of harps, but now here you are in the world of the dead. You lie on a bed of maggots and are covered with a blanket of worms. Right? So this place is getting laid down. Okay? It's becoming dead. Alright? So King of Babylon, bring bright morning star, what the illuminated ones, right? You have fallen from heaven. In the past you conquered nations, but now you have been thrown to the ground. Right? Nobody's doing business with you. You finish. There's no way out. All right, you're about to get put out of your misery, just like it said in Job. The tents are darkened. Okay, your light hath been extinguished. It says, you were determined to climb up to heaven and to place your throne above the highest stars. You thought you would sit like a king on the mountain in the north where the gods assembled. You said you would climb to the tops of the clouds and be like the Almighty. Yep, he did say that. He said that. He exalted himself. But instead you have been brought down to the deepest parts of the world of the dead. The dead will stare and gape at you. They will ask, is this the man who shook the earth and made kingdoms tremble? Is this the man who destroyed cities and turned the world into deserts? Is this the man who never freed his prisoners or let him go home? All the kings of the earth lie in their magnificent tombs, but you have no tomb, and your corpse is thrown out to rot. It is covered by the bodies of soldiers killed in battle, thrown with them into a rocky pit, and trampled down. Okay, that's what who's that? Iran, Ahmadinejad. That's what he promised to America when they stepped their foot over there in Iran, man. Okay, so this is all part of Ezekiel 38 playing out, man. And these other kings, okay, and other nations, man, they saying, man, F that king of Babylon, which is, you know who, eagle-faced Trump. All right, F him. He's nobody now. All right. It says, because you ruined your country and killed your own people, you will not be buried like other kings. None of your evil family will survive. And that's Obadiah. All right. Jeremiah 51. Isaiah the 34th chapter. Okay. Oh, it's over. This is over. This is all lights are go. All right. They want to put themselves in a ray around this place and blow this bitch up, man. Verse 21, let the slaughter begin. The sons of the king will die because of their ancestors' sins. None of them will ever rule the earth or cover it with cities. The Lord Almighty says, I will attack Babylon and bring it to ruin. I will leave nothing, no children, no survivors at all. I, the Lord, have spoken. I will turn Babylon into a marsh, and owls will live there. I will sweep Babylon with a broom that will sweep everything away. I, the Lord Almighty, have spoken. Yeah, so when that bosom of destruction comes, that's how this place is going to be left. All right? Nothing on it. ash and pitch everywhere. So Ezekiel 38 has been lined up, all right, and you've seen it in the headline of the Huffington Post, right? That I portrayed here. Let's go back. Okay. And America's worst nightmares has been presented. So, with that, I'm going to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to you brothers teaching in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Shalom.